Welcome back, learners. So now moving on to the next concept of our lesson, whereby we'll be looking at other output devices that we find in an electric circuit, specifically on this lesson, the parallel circuit. So, what is it? What do we then mean by output devices? We know that light bulbs are not the only devices that are used in electrical circuits. We find other things, various things as well, that you find in an electric circuit. So devices that use electrical energy to function, including the light bulbs, remember these are our resistors. So devices that use electrical energy to function, including the light bulbs, we know them, they are said to be the output devices. So any electrical appliances that needs electricity to function is then going to be regarded as an output device. So in an electrical circuit, what is it, or what are the examples of the output devices that we find in an electrical circuit? We find LEDs. So what are those? LEDs are widely used electronic devices. We do know that we use them widely at home or wherever, even in shops. We see the LED lights. Even at home, sometimes we have the LED lights. So these are small lights, but they do not have a filament like an incandescent bulb that it has. So the incandescent bulb has a filament. However, the LED lights, they do not have a filament. So that's the main difference between those two light bulbs, that one has a filament and the other one doesn't have a filament. I will show you which one is, or what is a filament that you find in an incandescent light bulb, or also what we do not find in a LED light. So these LEDs are therefore, they cannot burn out as there is no filament to wear out, and they do not get as hot as the incandescent lights do. So the advantage is that when we are using the LED lights, those ones, they do not have this filament, and therefore they cannot burn out. And because they cannot burn out, they are not going to get as hot as the other incandescent lights get when they are burning for quite some time. So now, by that I mean, the light that we have here, this is our incandescent light. So the filament, or this object that you find, that the one that lights up inside the light bulb, that's what we call a filament. Whereas these LED lights here, this one and this one, they do not have that filament inside there. So therefore, this filament can burn out, and that means we need to replace the light bulb. However, for the LED, it doesn't have a filament, so it won't burn out. And also, after some time, if we were to take these two lights and light them for like 3 hours, you'll notice that after some time, if you were to go and touch one of those, or both of them in fact, you'll find that this one is going to be much hotter than the LED light. Why? Because this one, it is getting hotter and hotter the more you use it. So these LED lights, where are they used? They are used in electronic timepieces, high definition televisions, and many other appliances. So that's where we use our LED lights. So larger LEDs are also replacing traditional light bulbs in many homes because they do not use as much electricity. So you'll find that at home, sometimes we're going to be replacing these incandescent lights with the LED lights. Why? Because these LED lights are not using as much electricity as the lights which have a filament. And obviously, because our incandescent lights, they have a filament, they burn out. So you might find that you'd have to replace this light bulb maybe every 2 months or even every month, and that costs a lot of money to replace a light bulb. So we also know that because now it takes a while for these ones to run out. So they basically last longer than these incandescent lights, and therefore they are said to be more efficient. So the difference between those two is that the incandescent lights, they don't really take as much they don't last that long. So that means we'd have to be replaced every now and then. Whereas the incandescent lights, their lifespan is extremely long. So therefore it takes a while for someone to come back and replace those two lights. And also, we are using these LED lights, and you can also find them in an electrical circuit. We are using these LED lights because they last longer, and also they they are not using as much electricity as the incandescent lights that we have there. So with that said, I hope you learned something today, and also hope you had as much fun as I did being with you today. Until I see you next time. Bye.